Dear students, we are continuing the topic acids, base and salts. Today the topic is about salts. What are salts? What we mean by salts? So we discuss about the salts today. As you know that salt, it represents a well-known family of chemical compounds. That means these salts also represent the class of compounds, chemical compounds. And what are these salts? Salts are actually the chemical compounds. First of all, the definition of salts. Salts are the chemical compounds which are obtained by the replacement of the hydrogen atom in the acids, hydrogen atom in the acids by a metal atom. So actually these are obtained from acids. We know that acids are the substances which contain replaceable hydrogen. So when we replace hydrogen of acids by a metal atom, so this metal atom gets substituted in case of hydrogen of acids. So we get the salts. We will take an example here. You know that hydrochloric acid, it is one of the well-known this mineral acid. So it contains hydrogen atom. So when we remove this hydrogen atom, it remains here chlorine. And when this chlorine atom it is reacted with a metal atom. We get NaCl. What is this NaCl? It's a salt. It's one of the member of salts. So you now are in a position to define these compounds that salts are obtained from acids when we replace hydrogen atom of acids by a metal atom. Like in this case, we have hydrochloric acid. When we have replaced a hydrogen atom of this acid by a metal atom, we get sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, it is one of the salt. In the same way, we will take some more examples here. For example, we have sulfuric acid, H2SO4, and when we remove hydrogen atom of this sulfuric acid, here remains sulfate ion, and when it's reacted with sodium, we get sodium sulfate. It is another salt. So this sodium sulfate is obtained when this hydrogen atom of sulfuric acid it is replaced by a metal atom, that is sodium. We can take any metal. For example, we can take here magnesium. It becomes here magnesium sulfate. We can take calcium. We get calcium sulfate. We can take potassium here. We get potassium sulfate. I can show you another case of this. For example, this is sulfuric acid. When hydrogen atom of this acid it is replaced by potassium, we get here potassium sulfate, K2SO4. So these are all salts. Now this is the first definition of salt. Salts are the compounds which are obtained when we remove hydrogen atom of acids and it is satisfied by a metal atom. The resulting compound that should be called a salt. For example, we have here three salts: sodium chloride, sodium sulfate, potassium sulfate. These are all salts. And there's a misconception that the sodium chloride it's only a salt, but that's a wrong concept. We have many more salts. We have thousands of salts. The number of salts are there as there is the number of acids and bases. There is another definition of salts. You are well known about that very definition. These salts are obtained when acids react with bases. We can write another concept here. Second concept of salts. Salts are obtained when acids react with bases. This is called the neutralization reaction. So salts salts are obtained when acids react with bases. Suppose this is acid, reacts with base, give us salt plus water. Salt plus water. We will take one example here, only one example. This is hydrochloric acid, reacts with sodium hydroxide. We get here NaCl plus water, H2O. So this is another concept of how salts are obtained. How salts are obtained? Salts are obtained when acids react with bases. Hydrochloric acid reacts with sodium hydroxide. We get here sodium chloride. It's a salt. It is a salt. It is one of the number of salts. Actually, this name salt, term salt, it represents thousands of compounds. It's not only sodium chloride which is a salt. There are thousands of salts. There are thousands of salts as are acids and bases. As are acids and bases. So this is another concept of this, and we can now show that this salt, it has two parents. A salt has two parents. What are these two parents? Since it's obtained from acid and base, we can say that acid and base are the two parents of a salt. That's acid and base. Acid and base. These are the two parents of a salt. That means this salt is obtained from acid and base. So we can say that these are the two parents of a salt. And the name of salt is actually derived from the name of the acid and base. For example, here sodium chloride. This sodium, since this sodium chloride, it's obtained from sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. It's obtained from sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. So first part, it is derived from sodium hydroxide. This chloride part, it's obtained from hydrochloric acid. So we can say that the name of salt, it has two parents. So its name is also derived from the name of the respective base and the name of the respective acid. For example, here sodium chloride. This sodium, it is derived from sodium hydroxide, and chloride, it is derived from hydrochloric acid. Now we have many types of these salts. For example, the salts which are obtained from hydrochloric acid. The salts which are obtained from hydrochloric acid are called chlorides. The salts obtained from HCl, these salts are called chlorides. For example, sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, zinc chloride, calcium chloride, copper chloride, etc. These are chlorides. Second is the salts obtained from sulfuric acid, H2SO4. These are called sulfates. This represents another class of salts. For example, sodium sulfate, magnesium sulfate, calcium sulfate, zinc sulfate, etc. And the salts which are obtained from nitric acid, HNO3, these are called nitrates. These represent the class of salts, nitrates, which contain the salts which are obtained from nitric acid are called nitrates. For example, sodium nitrate, potassium nitrate, calcium nitrate, magnesium nitrate, etc. Zinc nitrate. These are the nitrates. These are the salts called nitrates. And the salts which are obtained from acetic acid, that is CHCCOOH, are called acetates. The salts which are obtained from acetic acid are called acetates. For example, potassium acetate, sodium acetate, magnesium acetate, calcium acetate, etc. And the salts which are obtained from carbonic acid, are called carbonates. These are the salts which are called carbonates, which are obtained from carbonic acid, are called carbonates. For example, calcium carbonate, magnesium carbonate, copper carbonate, zinc carbonate, potassium carbonate, etc.